Hi and welcome back to the Upgrowth YouTube channel. And today we're breaking down Cred's marketing gamble. Now, this one is genuinely fascinating because, unlike Byju's, which is a clearly cautionary tale, Cred is still an open question. They spent rupees 976 crore on marketing in 1 year while making rupees 394 crore in revenue. Now, that's 24 to 48% of revenue burned on ads. And yet, the brand worked. So the virality was real. The question is whether you can call that a success. Let us find out. Now, let us get to the initial days of how Cred started it all. Now, Rahul Dravid ad, it started with that. It's worth reading because it sets the whole context. Now, April 9, 2021, first match of IPL, 60 million cricket fans watching, and then this ad drops. Rahul Dravid, the calmest man in Indian cricket. Sitting in Bangalore traffic, someone honks, his jaw tightens. Another honk, he snaps, climbs out of the car, grabs a cricket bat, starts smashing a windshield, screaming, Indira Nagar ka gunda hu main. The internet lost its mind. 4 million views in 4 days. Virat Kohli tweeted it. Zomato, Boat, Spotify, Oyo all jumped in with memes. Daily signups jumped to 6 to 7 times overnight. App downloads spiked 8 times. The campaign was genuinely brilliant. But then that this is the line that frames the entire breakdown. Can you spend rupees 976 crore and just get 394 crore in revenue and still call it a success? And let's look at this table. Now for year 2021, marketing spend was 418 CR and the revenue generated was 95.5 crore. Again a loss. Then 2022 976 394, 2023 713 1400. You can see how loss is just getting expanded, right? Revenue is growing, no doubt. The marketing as percent of revenue is growing, but lessons are still massive. That is where Cred sits right now. So where did this money go? What happened? Three buckets. You have also visualized the spending gap here. You can check it out. Now, where they spend this money? Number one, IPL partnership. Rupees 120 crore for 3 years as official league sponsor. Now, that's just the entry fees, right? 60 million concurrent viewers, 3 months of non-stop exposure. Every boundary, every wicket, cred branding everywhere. Celebrity Blitz. Now, over 50 celebrities across 2 years. Not current Bollywood stars, retired legends Anil Kapoor, Madhuri Dixit, Zeenat Aman, Bappi Lahiri, Rahul Dravid, each one playing completely against time. The Dravid ad was written by Tanmay Bhatt, directed by Ayappa KM, shot in a single day. A tier 1 celebrity charges rupees 2 to 10 crore per campaign. 50 celebrities, now this talent cost alone run into hundreds of crores. And then the media buying. Now this is the number most people miss. Creating an ad is one thing. Getting it in front of people is another. Media buying typically runs 3 to 5 times the production budget. If you spend 200 crore on production and talent, you're spending another 600 crore on distribution. The math adds up fast. Now let's look at the strategy behind this madness. Now this is where it gets really interesting. The actual strategy behind why Kunal Shah decided to spend like this is first, target the top 1%. Cred doesn't want everyone. It wants users with credit scores above 6750. Premium credit card holders who pay bills on time. India has 40 million such users. Cred reached 12 million by 2023. 30% of market penetration in the target segment. Now, that tagline, not everyone gets it, was not marketing fluff, it was the actual product strategy. Exclusivity was the mode. You don't just download credit, you qualify for it. Second, use bill payment as a hook, not a business. Credit card bill payment makes zero money. Credit charges nothing for it. So why build a business around it? Because it's a behavior that happens every month. It is predictable, it is recurring, and it gives credit financial data on India's most trust credit worthy users. When someone pays their bill through credit, you can cross sell them lending, insurance, commerce. 90% of credit's revenue comes from credit's cash lending, utility bills, and insurance. The bill payment is just the door to get into it. Third, build brand equity faster than the competition. Now, fintech space is very crowded. Paytm, PhonePe, Google Pay, Bharat Pay, everyone fighting for the same users. Credit's bet was to win on brand, not features. Everyone can build a bill payment app, right? Not everyone can make Rahul Dravid smash cards on screen. The brand became the moat. Now, why this strategy works? No, not because the ads were funny, not because Dravid did something unusual. It played with the expectations. The entire joke relies on you knowing that Rahul Dravid never loses his temper. Calm, patient control, it's his identity. So when he snaps, it genuinely becomes surprising. And because it was unexpected, it was shareable. Timing was perfect. Dropped on social media first on April 9th, the exact day IPL kicked off. Viral on Twitter before it even hit any screens. By the time it aired during matches, people were already sharing with their friends. So this strategy worked. You can also read the Zomato IPO marketing we had earlier created, so do check that out. We have covered how Zomato's IPO marketing helped them raise so much money, like exceptional money, just by spending 9 CR. So do check this breakdown as well. Meanwhile, let us go back. Now, what happened? Why? What happened after the this whole strategy was the brand worked. Now, valuation. $2.2 billion right after the Dravid campaign, 6.4 billion by the end of 2021. Investors betting that brand equity would eventually convert to profits. Revenue 344% from FY 2022 to 2024, driven by crash lending, insurance, UPI transaction, real growth, not manufacturing. But losses, that is where it gets uncomfortable. F1 FY22 loss was around two, two was like it was more than double to rupees 1280 cr, and for 2023 it was 1357. The company is still burning. Revenue is growing fast, but the loss curve hasn't been solved yet. Now, what are the lessons? What do you understand through this? Let us get into that. Now, can you spend more than your entire annual revenue on marketing and call it a strategy? The answer is yes, but only if three things are true. One, your target user has genuinely high lifetime value. Two, the brand equity you build is defensible and durable. Three, you have a clear path to monetization that the marketing is feeding into. For cred, user quality is genuinely high, brand recall is exceptional, and cred cash lending is showing real traction. The path exists. Whether the pace of monetization justifies the burn is still the open question. Compare that to Byju's now. Same aggressive spend, but product delivery failed, retention failed, monetization path was broken. Same marketing playbook, completely different outcomes because the underlying fundamentals were different. You can also compare the side by side strategies of Cred and Zerodha. Both models work. Cred optimized for growth and valuation, spending rupees 976 crore to build a $6.4 billion brand. Zerodha optimized for profitability, spending nothing, making 2094 CR profit. What is the difference? One raised venture capital, another chased scale. So what's the bottom line? Current breakdown in one line you can say कि they build India's finest memorable brands on deliberately. They made India's most memorable brand on a very proactive bet. Spend aggressively now, monetize a high quality audience later. The brand side of the bet has paid off. The monetization side is still in progress. Now, whether that's genius or gambling depends entirely on whether the losses stop growing before the money runs out. So, full blog I've added in the link in the description. Do check it out. The numbers, the table, the strategy, everything is worth reading. Everything will give you clear idea of what has happened. Subscribe for more breakdowns like this and drop a comment. Do you think Red's marketing strategy was worth it? And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.